Welcome to Bird Talk. I'm bird nerd Stefan Kruger, and I'm joining the birding legend Eugene Boyson with a nice trip of birding. I think he spotted something. Let's go have a look.
So yeah, we're just looking here at a beautiful, beautiful red-capped robin chat. The only bright robin chat found in South Africa. If you were painting any type of robin chat, this would be a great template to start with, the red-capped robin chat. They can be quite secretive and prefer woodland with dense thickets. We were quite lucky to spot this one. What a beautiful sighting of that red-capped robin chat. It's not every day that you can see them so easily, and he was very relaxed. So yeah, we're here at Hazyview Backpackers, and we're making our way to Kruger National Park. That's where we'll be heading tomorrow. But we decided to stay one night outside of the Kruger National Park just to take in the surroundings and do a bit of birding outside Kruger before we go into the intense birding in Kruger National Park tomorrow. Now behind me is beautiful, almost like riverine vegetation, quite thick, and there's a lot of bird activity here. You can see them jumping around there. It's amazing. This small warbler-like bird, the yellow-breasted apalus, spends most of its time in the canopy. It is commonly found in dense woodlands and evergreen forests, moving frequently as it forages for insects. The tawny-flanked prinia is commonly seen in high rainfall areas. They are characterized by their long tails, often held erect. These birds feed on insects and other invertebrates. A true woodland specialist and a common sight, the dark-capped bulbul. The African dusky flycatcher is a subtle yet charming presence in the bush. So yeah, my good friend here, bird nerd Stefan Kruger. So what are you enjoying the birds so far?
Yeah, so we've seen quite a few birds already, and I can't wait for the whole trip. I'm looking forward to it, and yeah, I just want to say what a great shirt you have there. I really like it. You've probably seen a lot of birds in that shirt.
Even today.
Yeah.
Even today.
And,
We're entering here now into the center of the backpackers. There's lots of nice trees, it's nice and shaded, it's very cool. We are also, of course, here in June at the moment, so it's winter. So it's quite cool in the mornings, but the days are quite hot here in Mpumalanga. Okay, let's have a look at the bar here. In the nice summertime, there's a beautiful pool just that you can enjoy here. Hello, doggy. Got a little extra one for the burdock. And yeah, here's the bar. It's very cozy. Grab a few beers there. Really just a lovely little spot. We are making our way down to the cabins where we are staying, and it's situated just here under the shades of these beautiful, there's some fig trees. Just what a lovely location. We noticed a brown-hooded kingfisher patiently observing the gardens, waiting for prey to make a move. The black-backed puffback, a bushrike with striking red eyes, is ever busy darting along the branches in the canopy. A black-crowned chagra made a brief appearance nearby, before vanishing into the thickets. The amethyst sunbird, a strikingly black sunbird, stands out with its brilliant purple and green hues on its head, throat and rump. The cabins are not en suite. The bathroom and shower are just behind me, and it's not very far from your house, so it's very comfortable position. And there's a nice little braai there. We can grill some meat, and here is our little hut. And no, that's Hazyview Backpackers, a lovely accommodation. I'll have a walk out here, and yeah, tomorrow morning we're going to Kruger National Park. we're both quite excited for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll see you there. We woke up early to make our way toward Kruger National Park gates. The morning greeted us with the beauty of the Sabie River and the towering Nkuhlu, and a long queue full of eager visitors. After reaching the gate, we checked in at the reception and proceeded through the security checkpoint, excited to begin our adventure.
Do you have a gun?
No, no.
Drone?
No, no.
Okay, thank
Cool.
you. Can I please set your car?
Yeah, sure.
You're welcome.
Bye.
So me and bird nerd Stefan Kruger has just made it through the Paul Kruger gate, and yeah, it's a beautiful sunrise here in Kruger National Park, and there's nothing we could have asked for more than this visit to the Kruger National Park.
A real blessing to just smell the atmosphere of
Oh.
Kruger.
So we're just going to quickly check the map where we're going to be. So we came in at Kruger Gate there, and we'll be making our way probably towards Skukuza. Might do a stopover at Lake Panic. Oh yeah, that's a good birding spot. And then make our way down to Afsaal. We're staying at Pretoriuskop, so we're going to be making our way back up there and then do some birding around there. Yeah. There's a lot of traffic this morning. It's the holidays at the moment, so it's relatively busy in the park. And we're making our way down now to Lake Panic and let the birding begin. As we drove along, we noticed several vehicles parked by the roadside. Curious, we slowed down and spotted this relaxed spotted hyena. It must have been hard at work during the night. Our first big 5 sighting of the trip, a lone male Cape buffalo. This old bull seemed in no rush, leisurely scratching himself against a small tree. The emerald spotted wood dove is one of the smaller doves in Kruger National Park. Its vibrant green spots on the wings are unmistakable. On the ground, the erratic feeding behavior leaves an incredible number of tracks in the sand. A beautifully detailed bird, the crested francolin, is commonly seen in pairs. They often dash quickly across roads, so it's worth keeping your speed moderate. We spotted one with what seemed to be a leg injury, yet it carried on determinedly. This fork-tailed drongo shows its hunting prowess. After a successful catch, it wastes no time feasting. As we arrived at Lake Panic bird hide, a Natal spurfowl greeted us like a valet. You can distinguish the Natal spurfowl from the crested francolin by the color of their beaks and the intricate patterns of their plumage. So yeah, we've just made it to Lake Panic bird hide. That's close to Skukuza, and here we're going to have our first little birding session. See what we can find on this beautiful water source. There sure will be some water birds, and just look at this nice little fencing. It's like a little tunnel leading us to the best birding.
And it's really one of my favorite bird hides.
I've only been here once, actually. Yeah. So I'm quite excited to come again.
Sure, I haven't been here in a while. Can't wait.
I can hear a crested barbet calling in the distance. An African pied wagtail warming up in the morning sun. Be sure to scan the water's edge for the malachite kingfisher, a dazzling gem of the wetlands. This Egyptian goose has claimed the island for the day. Behind it, a hippo relaxes in the quieter waters of Lake Panic. Soon, the female goose joined him, and they appeared delighted to reunite. A seemingly lifeless log began gliding into deeper waters, a Nile crocodile. These reptiles, which can grow over 4 meters long, are some of nature's most patient hunters. A common heron, the grey heron, it favours wetland areas. This one appears to have decided it's time to move to a new fishing spot. The black crake thrives in freshwater habitats, with plenty of cover. Their striking red legs make them easy to spot as they forage.
So yeah, no. There wasn't that much activity at Lake Panic this morning, but you also have to remember that we are here in the winter months, which is June. So the activity is a bit less. Last time I was here was in the summer, the beginning of the rainy season here. And the activity was much more. So I think I still went in with that reminder.
And I think the birds are waiting for the heat to pick up a little bit.
Yeah.
Dis baie meer vol as die buite as daar binne. One of the smaller woodpeckers, the cardinal woodpecker, often moves in pairs. Using their zygodactyl feet, 2 toes forward, 2 back, they expertly maneuver around tree trunks and branches. This male is on the hunt, using its long bill to probe for insects inside bark cavities. It's made a catch. It rewards itself with a snack. A rattling cisticola emerged briefly from the tall grass. One of the more common cisticolas, its distinctive call is a staple of the bushveld. From the thicket emerged a small herd of nyala, females and their young. Calm and unbothered by our presence, they slowly browsed nearby. This solitary bird, the common scimitar, is hard at work hunting for insects. Its long, curved bill is perfect for probing into the cavities between bark, searching for hidden prey. The southern black tit is a small, agile bird. They are difficult to follow as they leap between branches. We see its determination as it breaks off a piece of bark, uncovering a hidden snack beneath. Lake Panic bird hide delivered exactly what we hoped for. Both the hide and the parking area at Lake Panic offered great sightings. We are now making our way to the big boulder located along the H1-1. A roadside stump provided us with a clear view of the long-billed crombec. A nearby tree held a group of ever-chatty green woodupus. This one was busy searching for a snack in the crevices of the bark. The ring-necked dove is a classic and commonly heard bird of the bushveld. Its iconic call instantly relaxes the atmosphere. A favourite of the bushveld, the southern yellow-billed hornbill is a striking and colourful bird. Its large yellow bill is often seen covered in dirt, evidence of its ground foraging habits. We encountered a lone giraffe. Its towering presence a stark contrast to the surrounding bush. The rest of the group must not be too far. This bull elephant was casually feeding on some grass, cleaning the roots by shaking off the dirt. The smallest carnivore in the park, and undeniably the cutest, the dwarf mongoose. They make their homes in abandoned termite mounds, often seen scampering about in small groups. Another big five sighting, the African lion, and the biggest carnivore in the park. The male sniffed the ground nearby, displaying a phlegm in response. He then embarked on a brief territorial patrol, marking a nearby bush before continuing on his way. He's part of a mating pair. Though the female seemed wanting to relax and enjoy the cool morning air, giving us some stunning views of her beauty in this morning light. Eventually, the male settled down, basking in the morning sunlight before the day's heat began to rise, giving us ever more stunning views of this majestic predator. A passing car startled this southern red-billed hornbill, sending it into a nearby tree. From its perch, we were treated with some excellent views of this striking bird. After some great sightings, we continued on our way to the big boulder. As we turned and drove down the road, we were briefly interrupted by a group of flying birds.
Yes.
It was a real delight to see this group of white-crested helmet shrikes. They are often spotted moving together from tree to tree, feeding and communicating with their unique calls. A common bright blue sight in Kruger National Park, the Cape starling is not a shy bird. You'll often encounter them at picnic spots, adding a flash of iridescent colour. Patiently perched and observing the tall grass for movement, the brown-hooded kingfisher is a resident species, preferring woodland areas. So we're making our way up to this granite boulder that's the place where you can get out, and we're probably just going to eat something, a little snack, and have a look around. Rah. Die windjie is nogals erg hoor. Yeah, so this is what's the name of this place again? So yeah, that's just bird nerd Stefan Kruger getting us ready for the day. We've seen quite a lot of birds already. It really just is a special place. It's so quiet and the birding is just good. I'm sure the birds are used to all the cars coming by, making the sightings even more special.
Yeah, in the summer times, this place is just green where you look.
We were lucky to encounter a honey badger. This one was digging in the sand, searching for a snack. Using its incredible sense of smell, it sniffed the ground and started digging when it picked up a scent. It had already left several holes in the sandy stream. Hopefully, all that effort pays off. These striking and beautiful golden-breasted buntings are always a delight to see. With their striped faces and golden breasts, they are often found feeding along the roadside. A definite highlight of the Kruger National Park, the lilac-breasted roller is famous for its vibrant colors. It's a photographer's dream bird to capture here in the world-renowned Kruger National Park. A red-crested coron made a brief appearance before blending back into the tall grass along the roadside. Impalas. They are an incredibly successful species, widespread throughout Africa. The herds usually have one dominant male in charge, though this can change every year or so. The rutting season ended not so long ago, and some of the younger males are now separated from the herd. They are engaging in a bit of sparring to prepare for a chance to lead a herd of their own. These mock battles are preparation for the future fights over herds. The sparring can get quite serious, but alas, one eventually concedes. We just encountered another member of the Big Five, the white rhino. Two of them appeared from the bushes, walking side by side. They are very unique animals in Kruger National Park. White rhinos are grazers. Their wide mouths and elongated heads perfectly adapted for feeding close to the ground. It's very heartbreaking to see them with their horns trimmed, but a precautionary measure against poaching. Known as the bush barber, the red-billed oxpecker is often seen hitching a ride on animals, feeding on their parasites. Today, this oxpecker has chosen a rhino as its perch. After some light feasting, the flies buzzing in and around the rhino's ears offer another satisfying snack. And after a great feast, the back of the rhino provides a great place to rest with a full stomach. The largest of the hornbills here in Kruger National Park. The southern ground hornbill is a fascinating bird to observe. Seen in small families, they walk slowly on the ground, scanning for food. Their black plumage contrasts beautifully with the vivid red skin patches on their faces. They have a unique, almost granny-like gait, hands clasped behind their backs as they forage carefully. As we made our way past Afsaal, we encountered a massive buffalo herd. They were slowly grazing and crossing the road. The dry months often create these larger herds, and it's always amazing to encounter them here in Kruger National Park. We took a quick detour to Renosterpan, where some pan-hinged terrapins and a hippo make their home. They'll use almost anything as a sunbathing spot, even a hippo's back as an island. Renosterpan also provides a decent water source for other animals. This small family of common warthogs was feeding on the grass. We startled them, and as usual, Mom dashed off first and the rest following, with their tail radars up. On our way out, we encountered a pan-hinged terrapin making its way to the water. It's incredible to see them so close and out of the water. What a unique encounter. The open habitat in this area is perfect for blue wildebeest. You'll often find them in herds, sometimes mixed with zebra or lone males spending time near their lek. On our way toward Afsaal, the open plains provided a great sighting of the African pipit. They are a classic ground-feeding bird that favors open grassland areas. Taking the Voortrekker road towards Pretoriuskop, we encountered a small flock of yellow-fronted canaries. These small, strikingly yellow birds are seed eaters and a joy to spot. A little bee eats a caught our eye, showing off its hunting and reperching skills. They primarily feed on insects stirred up nearby. The plain zebra is one of the prettiest animals in Kruger. No two zebra look alike, as their stripe patterns are unique to every zebra. The zebra is a bulk grazer. They use their upper lip as a sort of hand to grasp the grass, pushing it into their incisors to cut. Often found in small harems, which has only a single stallion. They are social grazers, and sometimes they can form very large herds. Flying overhead, a male butterleaf eagle. Notice the broad black bar on the underside of the wing. A very lucky sighting on Voortrekker Road, a pair of male sable antelope. This rare and elegant antelope is seen more frequently here than the elusive roan antelope. What a mouthful of a name! This yellow-bellied Eremomola was feeding in an unusual way, pecking at insect eggs while hovering in place. So we're here in Pretoriuskop finally, and this is where we'll be staying tonight. And we're just going to have a small walk around quickly and then just do one more drive out before the sun sets. It's a beautiful camp. It's the oldest one, so it's good to just see it in its more modern glory.
It's one of my favorite camps to be in.
I can believe that.
And yeah, the birding is excellent. And the camp is pretty busy this time of the season, but everybody looks if they're enjoying themselves.
So I'm just going to quickly take you towards our little accommodation. We'll be staying the night. Kuchamander. Oh, near. Pretoriuskop has got a variety of beautiful accommodations, mostly consist of these little bungalows. So yeah, we're just staying in one of these little huts right over there.
And if you want to take a swim, there's a swimming pool, beautiful shop.
The golden-tailed woodpecker, a skilled carpenter, was hard at work. Its distinctive call gave away its location. This woodpecker is quite used to people, making Pretoriuskop camp its home. And we were able to watch it as it excavated either for food or to create a home. A crested barbet briefly made an appearance in the tree above us, giving us just enough time to admire it. So we've just picked up a little feather. I'm sure a lot of people know what this feather is.
Chuck, 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 chuck.
That's the feather of the guinea fowl. Now there's a lot of resident guinea fowl in the camp. And you can find these little feathers. They're very beautiful, very spotty. There's just so much bird sound in the area.
The purple-crested turako is calling there in the background. It's just so good. But yeah, just walk along the fence. Along the fence you'll find so many birds. Birds outside the fence, birds inside. And sometimes at night, if you're lucky, if you walk around, you'll see maybe a hyena. Which is
attracted normally to the smell of the braais and
yeah. Well, I would be too.
yeah.
You would also find me floating towards a nice braai, if that scent was up in the air.
The helmeted guinea fowl thrives here in Pretoriuskop camp. In this fence haven, they are safe from hunters and keep the camp clean, although occasionally dropping a feather. Their dotted plumage and blue skin make them a fascinating bird to observe. After a pleasant walk around Pretoriuskop camp, we went for one last drive to Shitlave Dam.
Smile, Manson.
A group of buffalo coming to drink water in the dip on the old Voortrekker road. A small herd of elephants was relaxing by the roadside, feeding on some bushes. Among them was a very young elephant, always running to keep up with the group. When you encounter a confident lilac-breasted roller, it's worth stopping to admire its beauty. What a stunning bird. The views of Ship Mountain and the surrounding valley were breathtaking. One of the Napi Road's specialities, the steenbok. At the dam, we enjoyed sightings of Egyptian geese, hippos and swallows flying over the water. A perfect end to a wonderful day in Kruger National Park. Driving along the H1-1, we encountered a lone lioness. She must have fallen behind her pride. A gregarious family of arrow-marked babblers perched nearby, waiting for the morning sun to warm them. We spotted a hyena, using the tarred road as a quicker passage to get some rest. We came across a small herd of plain zebras. Notice the shadow stripe, a characteristic of this species. One young zebra in the herd appeared injured. It will either grow to become a force to be reckoned with, or tomorrow's breakfast. The South African giraffe can reach heights of over 4 meters. Each giraffe has a unique pattern, much like our fingerprints. With their height and long tongues, they can feed on leaves inaccessible to other animals. These graceful creatures are stunning to watch. But with their heights, they can't escape the attention of oxpeckers. While driving towards the S21, we encountered a brief rain shower, refreshing the dry vegetation around us. A blue waxbill caught our attention, a small seed eater. It's usually seen in a mixed flock with other birds. Joining the small bird gathering was the southern grey-headed sparrow, a charming addition to our morning. One of Kruger's noisier residents, the brown-headed parrot. They are often heard before they are seen. We were fortunate enough to get a clear view of this colourful bird. This experienced yellow-billed hornbill has clearly seen its share of life here in Kruger National Park. Having lost one eye, despite this, it showed no fear, allowing us a close, enjoyable sighting. During the rainy season, rufous nape larks are often seen perched and singing. Today we found one ground feeding. Its territorial nature evident in lightly wooded grasslands. The Bennett's woodpecker is a medium-sized woodpecker, easily recognized by the speckles on its throat and flanks. They prefer mature woodlands and are often seen feeding on the ground. These woodpeckers feast on ants, termites and their larvae. Spotting one was the real highlight of our trip. Usually more active after the rains, a leopard tortoise emerged from hiding, perhaps startled by something nearby. A herd of elephants decided it was time to cross the road in front of us. We encountered a breeding herd. With these breeding herds, it's always good to keep a safe distance, with young ones playfully practicing their visitor scare tactics. Elephants enjoy feeding as they go, and they can eat large amounts of vegetation in just one day. It's quite amazing to see there's a klipspringertjie on the rock there, and it's amazing how their colour just camouflages with the rocks. They're quite hard to see, I'm sure, if you're coming at a bit of a speed past. You're not fast, but when you look left and right, you won't be able to see him as quick. And he's perfectly blended there in with the rocks. Oh, there's two of them now. There's another one coming at the bottom. Such a lovely little animal. Feeding by the roadside, a Swainson spurfowl showcased its distinctive bare red-skin patches around the eyes and throats, along with its overall brown plumage. This small group of Cape buffalo bulls is called Dagga boys. The group consists of old males, mostly covered in mud and appearing battle scarred. You'll often find them not too far from a watering hole. On the S21, a familiar call alerted us to one of my favourite robin chats, the white-throated robin chat. This elusive bird prefers dense thickets, but offered us a brief and rewarding view. Common waterbucks are often found near freshwater sources. Their distinguishable features include a white ring on the rear and a shaggy coat. Males are larger and possess impressive horns. We came across a young chacma baboon, resourcefully breaking bark from a tree to eat the softer, fresher inner layers. A dam offered excellent views of a three-banded plover feeding in the shallows. These plovers are commonly found inland, on rivers, pools, lakes and pans, where they hunt for insects. A striking black-collared barbet with its feathered red head caught our attention. These birds are usually solitary or in pairs and feed on fruits, small invertebrates and even reptiles. Along the road to Skukuza, we encountered a photogenic vivid monkey. Casually grooming itself using its teeth. From the bridge, we were able to spot a Cape clawless otter in the river below. It made a quick appearance, giving us a good view and then disappeared underwater. In the drier months, it is normal to find elephants congregating at the river. They come down to the river to enjoy a drink and have a swim to cool off. The herd is usually led by a matriarch. So when she decides it's time to leave, they all follow. After the swim, elephants often take a dust bath, throwing sand over themselves using their trunks. A group of female kudu looked nervous as they approached the water's edge. Something could be patiently waiting. they decided to look for water elsewhere. We spotted a crowned hornbill with its dark plumage, white belly feathers and stocky red-orange bill. These birds are often seen in small groups. Nearing the end of our drive around the river, we watched a group of jackman baboons grooming each other by the river. The fun thing about watching baboons is that every individual is doing something different. They are incredibly busy primates, living in large troops led by a strong male. A bit of humility, and you might even receive a decent grooming session from others. The serene sounds of the flowing water made it the perfect bush spa for these fascinating creatures. So yeah, we just made it to the beautiful Skukuza Nursery, which is on the road. I think the same road that goes to the golf
course, yeah.
And look at this. But yeah, we just going to take a small walk on the boardwalk that's been built here. I think this is a recent boardwalk where you can just enjoy the eye-level birding.
The birdies is also quite used to the people walking up and down, so you can get some nice close shots.
This chinspot baetis wasn't shy at all. A small songbird that's quite common here. This one is a female, distinguished by the brown spot on her chin and the brown on her chest. Males lack the brown colouring, making identification easy, and their unmistakable 3-note whistle often gives away their location. A tawny-flanked prinia came remarkably close to us, right near the walkway. It's always special to observe these small, active birds so closely. The bush is home to many striking birds, and the collared sunbird is no exception. This smaller species of sunbird is easy to spot with its iridescent colours and short bill. They're always busy, flitting between flowers for nectar and hunting insects, leaving us wondering which one is dessert. A black-backed puffbuck quietly snuck over a hanging branch, offering us a brief but good sighting. But yeah, you can also identify some trees, get acquainted with the habitats of Kruger National Park. Whoa! Okay. That's a green-backed Chimeroptera, just there.
What's that?
There's just bird activity everywhere. I can't even start to and know where to look. Whoa! What an incredible spot! The grey-headed bushrike is a fairly large and versatile predator, feeding on insects, mice and even small birds. Notice the small hook on the tip of its bill, a perfect tool for its hunting habits. So yeah, this nursery is just on the opposite side or next to the Skukuza golf course. The bearded scrub robin is a detailed and often overlooked bird. Preferring woodland areas, their camouflage resembles the leaf litter. But here at Skukuza Nursery, one puts on a great show for us. While known as one of Africa's finest songsters, this scrub robin chose not to perform today, still a wonderful sighting.
It's just so fresh in the air, birds are chirping, the conditions is perfect.
It's not too hot, it's quite cool, the birds are enjoying, we're enjoying. So yeah, winter birding in Kruger National Park is very nice.
And birding legend Eugene Boyson didn't lie when he said we're going to do some intense birding.
Yeah, we saw amazing sightings, some things that I don't even think I've seen before. It was really a blast.
And Eugene and I hope you really enjoyed the footage we captured.
No, thanks, and thanks everyone for watching the video. It's been a really good one. A lot of great sightings, and yeah, if you want to go on safari with me, just check out the website in the description below. And have a nice day.